Dylan Black and Alyssa Delle, and Mike MacDonald is with us. He's a comedian, all right? Maybe I won't use the word legend. I don't want to offend you. But the word legend.
Icon would be fun.
Icon, okay, that works. Now, Mike, you're from Ottawa.
Huh? Yeah, I started in Ottawa, yeah. My father was in the Air Force. This was his last posting, and I definitely, I started high school in Ottawa. Mm-hmm. And I learned my chops here in Ottawa, and my first professional show was in Ottawa. So yeah, Ottawa I consider my hometown.
Okay, and you actually may have not become a comedian. You wanted to be a drummer at one point. Now, like a rock and roller, I guess. But all of a sudden, comedy took off.
Yeah, it was a question of do I want more chicks or total control? So I went for total control.
How do you look back on your career?
I think my one regret would be if I had to do it all over again, I would spend half the money on the drugs and buy movie equipment and just start shooting movies.
Okay.
But that, that would mean knowing that what I know now back then.
All right.
And I wouldn't have I would have gone to the States earlier, and I wouldn't have spent so much time there. I would have gone there to learn my lessons, just once or twice, and then split back to Canada fast.
Yeah, but I mean, this career is outstanding, with the Geminis and David Letterman, Arsenio Hall back in the day. I mean, whenever you were up against these special shows that you recorded for television, just for laughs, I mean, pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, but then there's the underbelly of all those situations where, it's one of my favorite songs is, by the Cream, Born Under a Bad Sign. If it wasn't for bad luck, I wouldn't have any luck at all.
Yeah, okay.
So there's a million bad luck stories to every sounding good luck story.
Yeah, no, I can imagine. Comedy must be a pretty tough career, without a doubt.
It's and since I've gone public with this whole Hep C thing on Facebook and stuff, I get people, young comics, when you're one of the reasons that inspired me to do comedy in the first place. And it's very flattering and everything. And I go, well, thank you. But on the other hand, I feel like saying, don't blame me if it doesn't work out,
Fair enough.
You know what I mean? Like, this is not something I would wish on anybody, this life. It's a tough life.
A tough one, okay. Now, we're going to deal, of course, with the Hep C coming up in a bit, the liver disease and everything that you're going through. But how about we chat quickly about the bipolar disorder that you've come out with? You've mentioned, how long has it been now that you've announced that you're also dealing with this?
I think I first came out with that about at least, I'm really bad with time, but it's got to be at least 10 years ago that I started working with Standup For Mental Health out of Vancouver.
Okay.
Which was a group started by a guy named Grenier.
Okay. All right.
And he's a psychologist, and he teaches patients, who are afflicted with different mental illnesses, how to do stand-up. And it's a real boost to their self-esteem, and what he needed was, what he wanted was put on these shows where the patients would do 5 minutes each, and then he would have some kind of celebrity draw at the end who would do like 30 to 45 minutes, and then that would be a whole show kind of thing, like a benefit for the cause. And for some reason, he tried to, get in contact with a bunch of celebrities, but several celebrities, he got in trouble, like their management, lawyers and stuff sent letters of cease and desist if you continue to, ask so-and-so about them. And they do not have any mental illness and blah.
Okay.
Not getting the whole point about how we're trying to eradicate the stigma around mental illness. If you mention it again, we'll take you to court,
Yeah, that's interesting.
So my attitude has always been, well, you play the card that was dealt to you.
For sure. Well, you're playing this card very professionally and with a grace, and you're a real gentleman. I'm telling you, the way you're trying to raise awareness, the bipolar disorder, the hepatitis C. We're going to deal with because, hey, there's bills. You got some bills, man. We want to help you pay a few bills here this morning as well, okay?
Okay.
Raise some awareness. Not me in particular, maybe Alyssa. But we'll mention the website coming up and more with comedy great Mike MacDonald here on the Dog's Breakfast.